Hey guys, it's Ep26 here and welcome back to episode 26 of my Dortmund career. Now in today's episode we've got plenty of matches to get through. The first game is against Wolfsburg. That's a home match in the league for us to play, so looking forward to that game. Then we've got ourselves a game just 4 days later against Werder Bremen. Another team where we should probably be winning, to be honest. Both those teams we should be winning in today's episode to kick things off. We're going to play both those games and see where we end up. Then we go into the January transfer window. Now obviously there's a winter break in the Bundesliga, so there's no games for a number of weeks, which gives us a good opportunity now to look into the January transfer window, try and bring in some players. Hopefully going to try and bring in Gertz if we can afford him anyway. We're going to try and bring him back to the club and maybe one or two others because I want to try and repair the midfield a little bit more. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Let's crack on with today's episode. This is the team going to go for the game against Wolfsburg. Berkey starts in goal, got Alvaro there at right back, Socrates, Divin and Guerrero as our other defenders as well. Got Weigl, Sané and Fekir in midfield. Obviously Sané comes in there. Decided to put him as a whole midfielder in this game just because I felt like it really, to try and break up the play a little bit more. Royce on the right hand side, Batshuayi up front with Bailey on the left as well. So a pretty strong team that I have out here. Obviously another game against Werder in 4 days time, but we are going to change around the team a little bit for that match before we go into the winter break that we have here. So let's see how we get on. Okay, here we go for this game against Wolfsburg. Let's win this match. Probably also mention the Bayern Munich Dortmund results, although for those of you Dortmund fans, you probably won't want me to mention that. Yeah, I was not expecting 5-0 at half time. That was certainly a very different scoreline, and wow, different finish there from Bailey. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the 6-0 scoreline in that match in the comment section below. Unbelievable scoreline, really. I was actually expecting Dortmund to maybe compete a little bit with Bayern, but I've seen the goals and Bayern were just so much better. So let me know your thoughts if you are a Dortmund fan or if you just saw the game, saw the results, etc. Let me know in the comment section below. Guerrero coming forward here, looking for a delivery into that post. Chance for Royce. Wow, that was a shot. It looked like a pass it to Batshuayi, but that was actually meant to be a shot on the volley. It's a really poor finish in the end. Easy save. Sané coming forward. That's a strong run here. He's got himself in a good position. Now going to try and cut this one back. Fekir turning, shooting and saved by the goalkeeper. Royce and Batshuayi should have been there to pounce, but weren't. Royce opens up his body, shoots, and what a save by the keeper. All over Wolfsburg here in the opening 15 minutes of this match. Really good start to the game. Bailey's obviously doing a great job on the left-hand side. Going to cross this in. Chance for a flick on. Royce is there. And saved by the goalkeeper once again. Should really have an opening goal at this point. Fekir into Batshuayi. Looking for Bailey, that's good. Bailey going to look back into the middle. Gone a little bit further than I expected. Royce still has it. Another save by the keeper. We're bombarding them with shots here. Still yet to get an opening goal. Royce over to Batshuayi. Batshuayi going to try and pick out Bailey if he can. He's managed to get away from his man for now. Puts it back into the middle for Fekir. And what a header by the defender. Clears it out for a corner. Can't believe we've not scored 28 minutes in. All over them. Unable to still get a goal though. Guerrero's now going to try and deliver into the box. It's another good delivery, but the keeper gets there. Weigl switch it over to Bailey. It's a great pass is that to Bailey. Let's get it in the middle straight away. Batshuayi back in for Fekir, who can't quite get there. Stretched for it. And the goalkeeper will eventually hold on to it. Royce into Batshuayi. Go on. Oh, what a challenge. How many chances are we getting here? So many opportunities. We've yet to get a goal still. And they've not really been in our half, I don't think, at all in this game. At least not very often. And when they have been, I can't remember them doing anything. Bailey goes through and finally we've scored. It's about time. It's happened. 38 minutes in. We could be about 3-0 up at this point, but we finally got the opening goal. That's the most important thing. We had to do that before the half-time break. Totally deserved. Fekir there to play a ball through. Bailey's again just too quick for the fullback. He's no chance at all of getting there. It's a really good ball through between the fullback and the centre-back. Obviously, perfect little pass there for Fekir. Bailey scores, winning the game 1-0. Go on, Batshuayi, playing Royce this time. That's so much more like it. Royce running through, has to be a second, and it is 2-0. Doubled our lead. Couple of minutes before half-time, in fact, on the stroke of half-time. We've got ourselves a second goal this time from Royce. Great play once again. We've done what we've been doing with Bailey, really. We've just done it on the opposite side of the pitch this time round, where we've just played it in between the centre-back and full-back again. This time it's in the air, and that's a great pass. Brings it down perfectly. He was looking for Fekir at one point, but he didn't get himself in a good enough position, so he had a shot. It was always going to go in. 2-0, and we've got ourselves a more comfortable lead now. Half-time, there we go. We go into the break at 2-0 up. Started to be a bit more clinical as we got towards the end of the first half. It could really be 4 or 5-0, to be honest, in this game. We've completely dominated them. They've had one shot in this match. We've had 10, and I'm looking forward to hopefully trying to get more goals in the second half. Go on, Fekir. Let's have a shot from here. Go on. Oh, not far away. Not far away at all. We don't see many shots like that from Fekir. He's usually assisting players, but it's not a bad strike. First change to who to come on. We're going to take off Weigl, and we're just going to make that first change now. 15 minutes to go. Royce delivering straight into Bailey. Oh, good save by the keeper. Still going here, looking to try and get a third goal if we can. Batshuayi's running through all by himself. Batshuayi saved by the keeper. Good strike, but it's always going to be tricky. It's not a great angle, really. Goalkeeper defended that or stopped it pretty comfortably as well in the end. And that's it. We have won the game 2-0. It should have been 3, 4, 5, maybe even more, to be honest. Because we were just all over them from start to finish. They barely had any chances. Absolutely smashed them. We got ourselves the 3 points. We also weren't quite clinical as I was hoping to be in the end, but 16 shots, 8 on target. Of course, we should get more than 2 goals, but very happy to get the 3 points. Anyway, Fekir put in probably one of his best performances since arriving at the club. Totally ran the midfield, and I remember he did that in his very first game for the club. I remember thinking how good of a sign he was going to be, and then he's sort of been fairly inconsistent at times for us. I tell you what, that game was probably one of his best since being here. Just seemed to be on the ball constantly, creating chances for us. So really, really impressed by that performance, that result as well. Although, like I say, the scoreline probably should have been a couple more in our favour. Some play drills this week. I'm seeing Zagadou go up to 77 overall. That's great news. He continues to grow nicely for us this year. Bayern Munich now 7 points behind us in second place. Borussia Mönchengladbach, though, have a game in hand, so an opportunity to overtake them if they do win. And saying that, Leverkusen have now overtaken them, but actually played an extra game than Bayern. So we'll wait and see what happens to the league table after this game, once we go into obviously the winter break as well. We've got a game against Bremen now. We'll change around the team and see what side we'll take. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with. It's virtually the same, but it's just 1 or 2 changes here. Rodrigo comes into the team as well as Sancho. That means Batshuayi drops to the bench, as does Royce as well. Just going to literally switch that up. Other than that, though, just trying to keep things pretty much the same. So let's crack on with the second game of today's episode, with the match against Werder Bremen, and then we'll obviously get on to the winter break. Okay, then here we go for this game against Werder Bremen. Let's find out how we get on, try and get ourselves a victory. I want the game to be as controlled as the last match. Werder Bremen should be an easier opponent than Wolfsburg, but it doesn't always work out like that, and already they've done more than Wolfsburg did in virtually the whole match by forcing a corner. And an opportunity for us to do some defending here. Let's try and clear this one away and make sure we don't concede early on. It's a good ball in, but the keeper deals with it. Guerrero, go on, let's have a go. Oh, just over the bar, not a bad strike though. Oh, go on, let's look for Sané. That's fantastic play. Sané going for a cross. Oh, the cross isn't so good, but followed up and again cleared away. I think that was Sancho there that seemed to fall to the ground awkwardly. Look for another ball through, and what an interception that was. We're playing some really good football at the moment, but Werder Bremen just clinging on and doing enough at the moment in defence, and also not afraid to go forward as well. Going forward here with their attacker, but giving it straight to us. Guerrero venturing forward again, waiting for the right run. Rodrigo's made it, but he's obviously offside. Would have gone across there, and that would have been a nice goal. Too late with the pass. Fekir to deliver this corner, good ball in. Rodrigo looked for a flick on, he found a flick on as well. Still has Sancho on it. Saved by the goalkeeper again. Bailey inside to Fekir, takes a touch, shoots, oh, scores. That's a great finish. Not too dissimilar to the shot he had in the last game. This time it goes in though. What a finish from Fekir. That's a fantastic strike. Brilliant curl on it. Very, very similar to the last shot that just went slightly wide in the last game. We've taken the lead 1-0 up, and it's a really good strike from Fekir. Something he does need to still try and add to his game, as well as obviously get the assist. He's got to try and get more goals, I think, for us, and just generally impact the game a little bit more, which he's certainly done in today's episode so far. He's been really, really good. Constantly on the ball, creating chances, but that's a great finish. You're not going to stop it. 1-0, and we've finally taken the lead in the 38th minute once again. And again, it's been a very controlled match. I think you could say Werder Bremen have certainly done more than Wolfsburg did in the last match, but still, we've pretty much controlled the first half. Good chance for them, good save. Followed up. Oh, that's rubbish, because that's one of their first chances. Totally undeserved. And it's done that thing again where you score and then you immediately concede. It's exactly what's happened. Totally against the run of play, and absolutely undeserved there. Weigl into Rodrigo. Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. Nearly created something to put us back in front there before the half-time break. And unfortunately, it was straight at him, and we didn't quite manage to get the goal. Half-time, 1-1. Totally undeserved, as I said before, but we're going to have to just deal with it and try and get ourselves a second goal. We should be miles in front once again, even though they have been a little bit brighter of the opposition this time round. Still playing better. Go on, Sancho, that's really good. Has to try and get it across if he can now. Good cutback. Oh, Rodrigo's shot was saved. I say it was a good cutback. It was obviously miles behind him, but again, managed to do something with it. Just not enough to get the goal. The first part of the second half's gone pretty quickly, so we're going to have to make some changes now. Not really too sure what I'm going to do, though. First 2 changes, Dahoud and Yarmolenko to go on. We're going to take off Sancho and Weigl, try and freshen up the team a little bit going forward, and see whether that benefits us. So we should be winning this game. I'll be really disappointed if we drop points here, because it's total control, but just not managed to have the clinical finish. And it's not been anything to do with our defence for once as well, which is good to see. It's just been going forward where we haven't quite got it right. Go on, over to Bailey, that's great. Bailey going to look back into Yarmolenko, heads back across, it's a good chance, off the post, it should have been a goal. And again, we've still got the ball as well, good chance once again, and defended well. How are we not winning this game? I have no idea. It was a good free kick, really good set piece that we played short, and it worked out really well. Again, we couldn't score though. Final change, Batshuayi to come on, we'll take off Socrates. Sané will drop back a little bit and try and fill in his position if he can. And we'll see how that goes. 15 minutes to go. This sort of thing usually backfires on us, but we're going to do it again anyway, just because we definitely deserve another goal. I'm so disappointed we haven't got one. We've got to try and do something, and so Batshuayi is supposed to be coming on to get into the box. He's not done that so far, but he's still going here, looking for the pass, and got to use the ball better. Okay, wins it. Rodrigo now going to look to Yarmolenko to shoot. Go on. Oh, wide again. Full time. So wasteful with our chances. It's unbearable. Drawn the game 1-1. I was literally about to say lost the match then, because it really does feel like a loss when you deserve to win it so clearly. The game should have been over at half time. It should have been 3-0 at half time, and that should have been it. They should have been packing the bags. But there you go. Still didn't get ourselves the 3 points. Only 10 shots in the end as well. When you dominate the ball so much in their half, you've got to win the match, and yeah, really, really disappointed by that. Not good enough. 2 points dropped quite clearly, and unfortunately we don't get the 3 points. Gives the other teams around us a chance to get a little bit closer to us. Saying that, Bayern Munich also drew as well, so maybe they haven't caught up. No, still 7 points behind, so actually hasn't really affected the table at all. Just prevents us from going further ahead. Okay, so just approaching the transfer window now. We're not actually quite in there, so I don't know why they've sent us an offer literally a couple of days before the window opens, but there you go. A bid in for Bestie from Union Berlin, just over £1 million. He's actually players being transfer listed. I've transfer listed a number of players, which I need to go through and show you in a second. We are going to, I think, accept this, try and get out the door. Although I was using him, trying to train up at one point, I think it's probably just best that he moves on. We've got good enough players now where we don't really need him in the squad. I don't think he's got much of a chance of growing that much either. This is what I've essentially done now to our transfer list. I've added a lot of players on there because we're going to try and hopefully reshape the whole midfield in this transfer window. Bring back in Goetze, maybe even another midfielder as well. But we are going to have to replace a few of them because they haven't been performing well enough. Hence why Sané's gone into play that position recently and done a really good job, to be fair. He might well stay there, but as you can see, got Bestie on the transfer list. Berkey's gone on there as well. Just a little bit unsure about how good he really is. I know I think he's quite popular with Dortmund fans, although I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I just don't know whether he's performed particularly well in games. So let me know your thoughts about that one in the comments section below. Obviously, because he's transfer listed doesn't mean he's leaving immediately, but it's just sort of an indication that he might leave in the near future. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments section. Sanson and Dendok are on there as well. They've underperformed, so we're going to move on pretty quickly. They've only been here maybe since the start of the season, possibly. I can't remember now. So we are going to move them on fairly quick anyway. Same with Cruzans as well, not being particularly happy with him. I know he's a young player, still needs to develop and probably should be a higher overall. We probably should have trained him a bit more than we have. Again, just wasn't that impressed when he's played, and he's been given plenty of chances. Other players on loan offer as well. There's a number of players there, as well as a few players that we've tried to get rid of and not quite gone through as well with various different deals. So that's basically what I've done. Transfer listed Yarmolenko, who's obviously leaving in a couple of days because we haven't actually accepted a bid. I think he's going by Leverkusen, pretty sure, in the next couple of days. Some more play drills again this week, and we're going to wait and see how we get on. No change in overall, but a number of stats going up actually, which is pretty good. Okay, so into the transfer window we go. Transfer offer in here for Socrates from Barcelona. £33.3 million for our captain. And it is over what he's worth, but still, I think we could probably get more than that for him, saying that I'm not interested in letting him go. Although I'm not massively impressed with him in game, obviously he's a very important player for Dortmund. He's not going to be leaving us. Yarmolenko has left the club though. He goes to Bayer Leverkusen. Does that mean we now get the money from that deal, or did we already get that money? Not too sure. No, we just got that money, so we've got even more money to spend, which is fantastic news, because Goetze is going to be worth a big amount of money, so we've got to try and bring him in if we can. I think we'll just sim a couple more days, see if we get any more offers in, and then we'll probably look to try and bring Goetze pretty quickly. Okay, so we've got some scout reports coming in for various different players I've been scouting recently. A lot of these players are midfielders, because I'm curious to try and get in some proper midfielders that can really help us in there, particularly pacey midfielders, which I think we're lacking in a little bit. This Wendell guy looks pretty good from Sporting. Brazilian centre mid, 21 years old, nice and fast. Good stats on him as well. Wow, okay. We might actually sign him. And of course this guy as well from Borussia Mönchengladbach who I've taken a look at. I think fairly well known. Not quite as fast as obviously Wendell, who we just looked at a second ago, but we are still going to add him onto the shortlist and we might take a look at him if we can get him in as well as Goetze. Although I think Wendell's probably my first choice. Transfer offer in here for Toljan from Hoffenheim. This is a player that I'm not actually against getting rid of. 24 years old, 80 overall. It's sort of, yeah, he's not fantastic. He does the job. I think we will consider offers, but it's going to have to be a lot more money. You can see his top valuation is £28.9 million, so we're going to look for something around that. Okay, let's go £28 million. They probably will end up walking out of the room, but we're going to go with it anyway. Let's see what they say to that. 17.8, okay, so they've moved it up slightly, but nowhere near what I've asked for. 27.8, anywhere nearer? No, okay. That's annoyed them slightly. Fair enough, we'll move on. We'll focus on our own signings now. We'll take a look at Goetze, try and bring him in. That's if we can. When I last checked, it did say that he'd recently joined. I won't be able to sign him. It does say we can now, which is good. £45.3 million is possibly the cheapest, or I think they'll want 50 plus. He's 85 overall at the moment as well, so looking decent. Would be a very good signing for us, I think. Let's see how much it's going to cost us. I actually want to try and chuck in a player as well, because we don't quite have enough money, I don't think. So we're going to take a look at trying to get rid of potentially Sanson, although we've also got Cruisens transfer listed as well as Den Docker. So we'll go Den Docker, see what they say to him, and wow, okay, they are interested, but they want £53 million as well as a £16.5 million player. Okay, no chance of that. Okay, let's go £38 million plus Den Docker. What are they going to say? Are we anywhere near? 53.3. Still a lot of money. Okay, let's go 40. Let's see how he gets on with that. Gotta be nearer. There we go, £40 million in Den Docker. I was going to consider maybe chucking in another centre mid instead of Den Docker, but they seemed happy with him, so we'll go ahead with that. Now focus on his wage, currently on 125. Okay, so we should easily be able to give him that. I think we'll go for Crucial. We'll wait and see. Yeah, I assume he's going to accept that. 5-year contract, that's good news. Hopefully that doesn't mean a release clause, though I've got a feeling it might do. I'll wait and see what he says. Yeah, release clause. But, as I now know, we're going to deny the release clause. Let's see what he says to that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just wants, obviously, more money now, probably on the wage. Let's go on to the salary. No idea what he wants, so... yeah, just going to put 140 and just hope for the best. What's he going to say to that 115? Okay, he wants a wage decrease. Your guess is as good as mine there, but he just wants a big appearance bonus, which I'm not too happy about, so we're going to remove that bonus. And we'll submit the wage at, I think, 125. Keep the wage the same, just gets a signing bonus as well. Let's see what he says to that. There we go. Accepts it. That means Goetze has returned to the football club. Obviously a huge amount of money. We're really, really happy to get him back in the team. It's cost us 40 million plus Den Docker, so we're talking like 56.5, I think, in total, combined fees. So yeah, that's a pretty expensive deal. Virtually £60 million. Obviously if you include the signing on bonus as well. So massive deal to bring him back to the club, but I think it was necessary because wasn't too happy about selling him in the first place. It was his release clause that was matched though, which he now no longer has. So he can now come back into the team, and as you can see, also Fekir's gone to 88 overall. Unsurprisingly, really, he's putting in great performances recently. Look at his stats, incredible. 88 overall. Really, really good form. It's got Goetze now around him as well, so those two hopefully will be linking up nicely, whilst Weigl just literally sits and tries to control the midfield a little bit. So it looks like a really good combination in there. Still looking to try and change up the midfield a little bit more though. Get a couple more names out, the likes of Sanson and Cruisens in particular, because I want to try and bring in Wendell. Originally I was going to go for Kante in today's episode, if I'm totally honest. I was going to go for him and then I forgot about Goetze, so we ended up going for Goetze, but I don't think we'd have been able to afford Kante anyway. We'd have had to have sold a couple of players before we'd have been able to afford him. But he's certainly someone I've got my eye on for maybe the near future. Maybe the summer, we'll wait and see how much money we have. But I'd really like to sign him up. He'd be fantastic for us in midfield. For now, though, we're going to try and sign Wendell. Let's see how much money we've got to be able to bring him in. It's obviously going to be involving a player again if we are able to get a deal done. Okay, so as part of this deal, I'm going to chuck in Zlatan. See what they say to Zlatan. Are they interested? No, they want a right back. We might just chuck in Toljan, see what they say. And £10 million, which we don't have. Most I can go is 4.8, so we're probably going to be miles off, and then they'll just end up rejecting, unfortunately. 8.8, just going to go back with the same amount. Let's see what they say to that. 6.8, they're slowly going down. Eventually we'll get there, hopefully. We'll increase the sell-on clause this time to 25%. Can we get something agreed? Go on. Yes, there we go. Finally agreed. We don't have any money to sign up on the wage, which is a small issue now. Let's just hope some money comes from somewhere. And this might be the place it comes from. Bestie is sold, 775 grand, added onto our budget there. Great news for us. Bid in for Guerrero as well, this time from Chelsea, £35.2 million. No, not really interested, to be honest. He's been playing quite well recently, actually, as well. He's in good form, so we'll reject that. Suddenly, we've got a decent amount of money from somewhere. Don't know where the £2 million's come from, but we can certainly now bring in that midfielder. Okay, so I'm going to go rotational as his role. He might want important, let's see. No, he wants rotational, that's fine. And let's give him a 5-year deal. He's 21 years old, loads of potential in him. Hopefully he agrees to that. And he wants a release clause. No, you're not having a release clause. We're going to deny that. And let's move on now to giving him a bit more on his wage, which actually is quite a modest wage, 23.5 grand. Appearance bonus I'm not really interested in, so again we will remove that. And I can't even afford what he's asked for at the moment, so that's going to have to change. Okay, 25 grand on the wage, 100 grand signing on bonus. Let's submit the offer, see what they say to that. And okay, they've adjusted it slightly, but in a way that we still can't pay it. Okay, let's give him a wage decrease then if he really wants the signing on bonus. No, so close. We just need a little bit more money. Come on, surely we're near. Oh, so close. So close. This is the best possible offer we can give, and will be the final offer, because we've offered them the 24 grand a week. We can't obviously offer the signing on bonus, so that's the maximum we can offer. Now we've got no money left. Let's see what they say to that. Oh, they're going to get back to us and probably just reject it. Transfer offer in here for Sanson, a player that we're trying to get rid of. It's from Atletico Madrid, £38.6 million. Wow, I'll happily consider that. He's a very expensive player, isn't he? Wow, okay. Yeah, let's go into negotiations. Let's try and get a deal done here. 50 million, 55. Okay, yeah, let's crack on with that. Let's just try not annoy them too much. Should we start the bid at 55? I'm not going to ask for 60 or 65. Let's go 55. Okay, 43.8. Let's try and get him a little bit higher than that. 53. Come on. Oh, I want to get 50 for him. £52 million. Come on. Agree to that. No! Why not? What's wrong with 52? It's not that far away. Okay, so he won't be leaving just yet, but there's still plenty of time to get him out the door. Obviously, just need the cash. Yeah, annoyed by that. But as always, I like to maximise the amount of money I get from players. And the amount that the chief executive said was between 45 and 65. So they offered 44. It wasn't good enough. They've come back and said that was unacceptable. They've named their amounts and they've said that that is what they're only willing to accept. We don't quite have that money, unfortunately, right now. We are just waiting over the next few days to hopefully find it from somewhere. Is more money just going to appear magically? Transfer offer in here for Larson. This could be the guy that saves us. We're just going to accept it. Hopefully the deal can be concluded in the next couple of days. We'll just wait and see. He's been transfer listed. We're going to try and sell him off and see whether we can get something back in the next couple of days. We need him to be sold within the next 3 days, otherwise the other deal breaks down. So let's see. Stop the simulation. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get done, unfortunately. Good news for us here. Both of our centre-backs going up. Graf goes up to 64 overalls. I can do up to 78. He's come up twice this episode. Really good from him. Heading towards obviously the 80 mark now, which will make him a little bit closer to the starting 11. Unfortunately, negotiations over for Wendell, so we're going to wait a week anyway to renegotiate things. Transfer talks broke down anyway for Larson, so that wasn't going to happen. Transfer offer in here for Berkey from Napoli, £31.1 million. This is where I kind of need to just know what you guys reckon about selling Berkey and trying to get a new goalkeeper. I've been seeing a few people say it, but just the overall consensus, let me know. I've probably done a poll on this video, so let me know whether you think I should sell him or not. I think for now I'll just hold on to the offer, and I'll probably just sim the next few days up until the match, and I think we'll still be able to answer the offer anyway next episode. Another bid for Larson. Let's see whether this deal can be agreed. £1.3 million this time. Again, a little bit more money, so we are going to accept it, obviously. Just running out of days now for the Berkey deal, so we'll probably just sim, I think, maybe one more day after this if we can. Then we'll end today's episode here. But first, a transfer offer in for Cruisens, £9.9 million from Watford. Can we get any more for him, or is that about what he's worth? I don't think we should really ask for too much more than that. I think, to be honest, we're just going to accept it and just try and get in a different midfield. Obviously, Wendell's going to be better than this guy anyway, in terms of overall, I think. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and accept that deal, see whether that can be concluded. But I think we'll just about end today's episode here. Unless I can stop the simulation, do one more day, and we still should hopefully have the Berkey deal. Okay, we do. So it's basically up to you guys in the comment section below to let me know what you think about selling our goalkeeper, trying to bring a new goalkeeper. If you do think I should try and sell him, then I'll probably ask for more money anyway. I'll probably ask for maybe 40, 45, 50, that sort of region. So I would be wanting more cash than what they've currently offered. But just let me know your thoughts in the comment section, as well as on the poll as well. I'm assuming I'll probably put one in this video, but if not, let me know in the comment section below. And that pretty much concludes today's episode. So thank you all so much for watching today's episode. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links to all that in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.